everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mukatse. So again, this is another vacation video. So as you all might know by now that I went on vacation a few weeks ago and I did a lot, guys. I went to like 15 cities in 15 days. 15 plus cities actually. And a lot of people have been asking me like how was I able to afford it? Like and stuff like that. And the whole trip, like not including my, because this is $752. Like the whole trip was $750, and then not including like of course like spending, because people spend differently, but just like the cruise and all my travels were literally $752. And I'm just gonna do this video and like break it down for you and give you guys some tips on like, because I love to travel, like, you know what I mean. I like to see different things. I like to meet people from different parts of the world, and I feel like it really inspires me to be a better person. And just like every time I come back from a trip, I'm like, dang, you know, I can do all these things, like things which I never thought of before. Anyway, I love to travel, and you know, a lot of people asked how we did it, my friend and I, and like I sat with her, we got some tips, and I'm just gonna share them with you guys. So I have a list, so I'm gonna be looking at my phone a lot. I'm sorry, but I make lists. It's easy, I won't forget nothing. Okay, so first thing is that we traveled in May. So travel when it's like off season. So we got our tickets pretty early. So our cruise was, I transferred $300, $304 to her. So it was about €250, I believe, at the time. I don't remember the conversion rate, but I transferred her $300. So this whole trip from Savona, Italy to Spain. We started in Savona. We went to freaking Ibiza, guys, for $300. Like, wow. So we went to 5 cities, and then food, room and board was included. Granted, it wasn't like the fanciest accommodations, like we were not like balling like that. This was not like the French Riviera or whatever, you know. It was like within our budget. Like we just started working and stuff like that, so you know, it's not gonna be like the most luxurious, but it depends on you, like what's important. So we got that deal. So it was about 5 days, 5 different cities, and then so it covered like a lot, because now I'm like, I don't have to, guys, I don't like to plan things. Like I'm so spontaneous, so I'm like, okay, I don't have to be like, you know, wrecking my head like how am I gonna go to this city or that city. But if I just have to go to one city, get on a boat, and they're gonna take me where I need to go. So I'm like, I've got accommodation, everything is planned for me. I just need to like figure out what I'm gonna do during the day when I'm there. And I got food, unlimited food, guys. The food was amazing, and it was like 2 restaurants, and you could eat as much as you want, even in the big because there was a buffet, and there was also like an a la carte menu. So in the a la carte restaurant, you could actually eat as much as your heart desires. So I was like, go ahead, get me food, I'm all set. So that's the first tip, to just like book it when it's off season. And it was nicer too, because a lot of like the landmarks, like we went to Palma and stuff, we went to Ibiza. Of course it was not like party season, it was in May, but it was nicer. It was more like intimate. I think I got to explore better when there were less people. It depends, I'm like an introvert. I don't like crowds and stuff like that, so it was really cool for me that it was quieter. I could really like take it in without the noise of crowds. So my next tip, it's just to subscribe to different travel sites so you get alerts when things go down. One of like my favorites is the flightdeal.com. And because I'm like from Zimbabwe, so I like to go home like, you know, on the cheap, because that flight can be like anywhere between like $1,000 to $1,500, and this site routinely has like tickets to Johannesburg for like $700. And like they change every day and they go fast, but if you like want to check it every day, they also send emails, but I would say check it every day if you like into those like long haul flights and you want to do it on the cheap. I remember this one time I went home for like $700, and I went through Amsterdam. Like I saw the world in $700, boo. So I really love that site. I'll root for it. Another site that I like is Google Flights. So let's say right now, like I'm planning some trips next year. I've already started tracking them. So with Google Flights, you can just plan a trip. You can just put it, if you go and you search like flight to Johannesburg, and then you see the price, you can put track flight, and then I don't know if you put in your email, because it's Google, they already have it, and now it works. But anyway, I get emails every time like it goes up or it goes down. So when it's at a price a desirable price point, I'm buying it and I've saved money. So Google Flights is really good. I know a lot of people don't use it. I was even skeptical. Like it's so mainstream. Like, can I really get deals? You can, and you have so many options, and they do like inform you when things go down. And even like that cruise, like just keep checking. Like if you know that you want to do something, like you want to go somewhere, like check routinely. Like you don't have to. I can be like OCD and like if I really want to do something, I'll be checking every day. But like you don't, if you have it in mind, just like keep checking. Like that site, like we just went to the website, and in February they had the tickets for like $300, and anyone could have gotten them. So it's not like that we like have some magic formula. It's just like, just if you want to travel, like you have to put in an investment and be like checking these sites and stuff like that. Of course, some of them will give you alerts, but you also have to like put in an initiative and make it happen. So some of the sites that we like are Travel Zoo and Student Universe. I love Student Universe because I'm clearly not a student no more, but the prices are always more competitive, I feel. And then my next tip is to go with friends. Like if I mentioned before, like I travel with my friend. Guys, I don't know. I know solo travel is amazing. I've done it. I've experienced it. But it's also good to like travel with friends because one, like you could be paying like €100 for a hotel. Or, okay, they shouldn't be that expensive. You could be paying like €100 for a hotel and then by yourself, or you could be splitting it like with a friend or like a spouse or whatever. So travel with people, it's more enjoyable. You make memories with people, and like it's cheaper. Like everything is kind of shared, especially when it comes to accommodations. And on that note, try to stay with friends and family, and like don't be that person who's like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 4 years, but can I stay at your house? Like, no, like make sure it's people who you're tight with. Like when I went to Zurich, I stayed with my friend, and like we've been tight like years. So it wasn't like awkward, and it's like I saved, I don't even know how much I saved. I don't want to calculate that because Zurich is super expensive, but try to go and see friends. And if you have like family, like stay with them. It saves money. I know it's not like the most comfortable, like when you're in someone's house. It's not, because you have to be aware of yourself, and clean up and make sure like you're behaving well, like your African parents taught you to. So it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna leave the room a mess. So but at least like you're saving some coins. So that's another thing which I would advise. Like if you do have family and friends, I stayed with my friend. I also stayed with my family friends for like a night or two, and still like on that note, like it's okay like to stay by yourself. I needed a day or two, so I went to Verona and stayed by myself, which is like weird because it's like the most romantic city in the world. But that's another reason why I chose that city. But I went by myself, go to a hotel, spoiled myself. It was a pretty good hotel, and like just had some me time because I needed it. So you don't always have to be at somebody's house or with someone. Just balance it out for the sake of your finances. And then another thing which I really, really loved when we're planning this trip, guys. This trip was planned, honey. But another thing I really liked was this app. So obviously my friend stays in Europe and I'm staying here in America. So we used an app called Travefy. I would love to think that's the name of the app. Sorry guys, I just checked, and the name of the app is the name of the app is actually Travefy. It's a really cool app. So that's how we communicated. We put our itinerary in the app. It splits your bills. You know what you're doing every single day. So it's kind of like, we don't always have to be like texting or whatever. It's kind of like, okay, girl, what are we doing on this day? Put in the app. You know what I mean? So it's like, saves time. We both have busy lives, and it was really helpful. The one thing, which is a mini story time, which I'm going to do right now, is that it messed us up not once but twice. So this app is not like, just be aware, guys. Like, I'm going to keep it short because it's not meant to be a story of time. But the first thing that it did is that, so we went to this hostel called Hostel Europa, which we were staying at in Milan. So the thing is like, there are 3 of them. So then it just gave me one address. So I went to that address. Guys, imagine after like, a long day traveling, I've got all my luggage. I get to that address. And then after waiting for like 30 minutes, they pretty much tell me we're at the wrong address. So I'm like, this app just randomly picked, I don't know how, picked this hostel, which was the wrong address, and sent me there. So it was annoying because like I just spent like so much money in a cab to get there, and then I had to go to the other place. So that was just like, okay, it wants, I understand that it wants to be smart and make your life easier, but keep on double checking it. The second time it messed us up was in Ibiza. So what happened on the cruises that we're in Ibiza? So we're doing a different city every day, but then in Ibiza it's counted it as 2 days because the crew was kind enough. They wanted us to turn up in Ibiza. So we left at 4 in the morning. So the app counted it as 2 days, as like the day we docked and the day we left, but we're only there for a day, and then by that morning we're already in the next city. So we were like, okay, it's something like, eventually went on the cruise, we're like, why does it say we're spending 2 days in Ibiza? And the thing is, we'd already booked like our things and time, and like our travel arrangements, our hotels, like with time, like we'd already booked it. So it was like, it was annoying because we just trusted the app, and it told us we're spending 2 days in Ibiza, and we'd made bookings for like a hotel in Tarragona, but we were not gonna be there, so we had to like spend an extra night, and it was annoying that the app did that. But outside of that, I would say it's a great app. Just don't trust on it like 100%. So like, just keep checking it, making sure like that it's right. So next tip is, just next and final tip, it seems, use booking.com, guys. Booking.com is the best. Like, it's amazing because you can cancel. I know a lot of like sites offer this, but guys, we literally spent, the ticket was $304, and then I also spent like about $400 on accommodation and like our trains. So 15 days, 15 plus cities for $700. Like, this app is amazing. Booking.com, like, use that for like your hotels. I swear by it, even when I went to Chicago over here, like, really like good hotel right in the middle of the city, very like reasonable prices, and you can cancel at any time. You can find hostels. Oh, one more tip. Sorry, I remembered something. So guys, I don't know if you're like me, where it's like, I'm working and stuff, but it's like I'm also trying to save my coins. I think I'm always going to be that way, even when I'm like, if I end up being a billionaire or whatever, I'm always going to try to save my coins. And one way I do that is like, especially traveling. Like, I know we want to travel like luxury, and if you're like me, of course this is not for everyone. If you want to like splurge and enjoy yourself, do it. And I do it too, but I just do it in a different way, where I'm like, we'll get like, one thing I feel like I'm really proud of us that we did really well is that we mixed it up. So we could we stayed in a hostel like 1 or 2 nights, and then one night we had like a beachside resort, and then the other night we just had something like, we were staying in Barcelona, like right in Rambla, like right in the city. So, and then the other place we were like a bit of a distance, so we had to be like on the train. So mix it up so that you get to like, hostels are not cute. I did not like hostels. They're not for me. Like I said, like I'm an introvert, and it's just the idea of like just being with so many people, and it's like not exactly the cutest like environs and stuff like that. But for us it worked out, because like the hostel in Milan, for one, it was just the two of us. It was me and my friend in a room. We had our own bathroom and stuff like that, and it like worked out because, and we saved so much money. The beachside like resort was a little bit more fancier, but we could afford to do that because we had like saved like on the hostel. So that would be my only advice, like if you're like me, to just like mix it up. You save your coins and you still get to enjoy yourself. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, I am happy to answer them in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys are like out there traveling, enjoying the world, seeing what the world has to offer. I would 1000 and like 20%, whatever, like recommend it. It's amazing. It's such a good feeling for me to just go into a different place and like cultural and different cultures, eat different foods. But anyway, yes guys, that is how I spent such little money on my trip. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing my vacation photos, they're on my Instagram at style263 _. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.